What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee and Rusty from Champions Chat, and we're here on a Friday night with 68 of our very best friends on Twitch, and I don't even know how many people are on YouTube. I can't see that yet. I have too many screens already. So, Rusty, you're handling the YouTube live right now, right?
That's right. I don't know that I can see how many are on stream once I'm in the stream, but I know we're live and I'm in the chat, and I'm going to put a hello. I've just posted hello on YouTube Live.
Hello. Is this the Sami that you're looking for? Well, we're going to answer that for you here real quick. So here's my challenge. We did a breakdown video. I was on stream, not like we were on stream like this way, but I was in the chats watching while Professor did one night. Missed him on the 4th because it was literally while we were doing America night and all that good stuff.
Yep.
But back to Canada. I feel like he's missing something. So there were 3 move sets that I tried out.
Well, that sounds like a bias, Lee. The whole purpose of these power ratings is unbiased, objective, not subjective, objective criteria.
That's
so
right.
If you're already saying our process is tainted, I'm not sure I want to be any part of this. I wash my hands of this.
Wow.
Especially a fellow Canadian. I don't have on my Toronto Blue Jays hat tonight, so but I won't stand for it. They're in my heart. So
okay, well, all 3 of the move sets feel like if they had something else, they'd take him to the next level. I'm going to show at least 2 of them real quick, but I will say the one I was most excited for was Triple Black. I thought he might be on par with CM Punk because it's almost the same build. It just doesn't click. So Professor and Davey did show him hitting an insane number. However, that was only in the 99 MP era. And where I was going with all that is we don't power rate to the 99 MP era. This is what they will be for the rest of their gaming life, right? So we always add in MP trainers, and etc. And you cannot do those killer builds that Professor was doing without the 99 MP. So I'm going to show you at least 2 of them. The first one is the one that I thought was going to be the weakest, and it actually turned out to be a little bit better than Triple Black and more consistent. It's the 6 MP Michinoku driver. Deal damage, increase your blue MP by 9. So for the power rating, the other moves are higher MP, but that's the move that loads them, and it's 6 MP, so it's good.
Nice.
The diving crossbody, deal damage, make 40 random gems into Snowfall, which will modify all gems into red. And then the Haluva Kick finisher, 10 MP blue, deal damage for every Snowfall gem, and then hit your finisher damage, and then choose a 7x2 area to swap into red. So it's red and Snowfalls, which is the theme throughout.
Yep. We're noticing that is basically the Canadian signature, if you will, with superstars. Yep.
Yeah, for this month. And they buff each other, because this one takes the most advantage. This one in the 99 MP era, if you had Trish, you put Trish, Maurice, and Miz, and it just, it does even more. But we're power rating once the 99 is gone, so you need one of the red MP trainers to get started with 4. You need Maurice right here to give you 2 more, plus Snowfall gems do 200% more. You need the Miz for Snowfall gems do 100% more, plus red move, and then red gem damage. You could do flat, but even though this isn't his primary color, 30% is still greater than 12k, although it might not be greater than 18k if said trainer shows up. You don't need these tricks, but you can also add the Miz's headband. Whenever you make 4 or more Snowfall gems, increase your red gem damage by 50% and reduce all your opponent's gem damage by 50%. And then anybody who makes red is a candidate for the Sheriff's Badge. 50% gem damage strap, double Fury 2s, and the candy store account always has this one, which is 35%. So still a little higher than what we got. So Rusty, I talked a lot. I'm going to gameplay. You talk about what you think of this guy so far.
Well, I'm hoping that your gameplay reveals that there is in fact a best build and even a best superstar for the Miz plate. I've been looking for that with Striker Brett earlier this month. I initially thought it would be Miz, right? The Miz plate would work on Miz,
Right.
but he's insane with yellow and multiply, right? And then
Right.
you get the Miz plate on Brett. It kind of works. It's defensive more than it helps, right? But it kind of lowers their kick out ability, but it feels like a little bit of a miss.
Right.
I'm happy to see you running it on Sami, and I'm thinking like I'm hopeful because that plate was kind of hard to come by. A lot of the community worked really hard to win that plate, right? So we want
I don't have it.
a best case scenario for a home for it, right?
Right.
In fact, I think in the week-long event, the Miz plate was the same prize wall price as like Eyes of Judgment and like some of the top, or it was a little below. I think it was Eyes of Judgment was like 32K and Miz plate was 20K, and then the cargo plate was 12K. So they're saying that's a really good plate that has a potential home on someone as you do the gameplay and as everyone watch. And yes, Trish, right? Trish is probably the ideal home, and yet the plate seems, even it's scarce, but the plate seems more common than Trish at this point in the MLC. I've not come across a lot of Trishes. I'm going to be really curious to see tomorrow in the female feud how many Trishes are actually out there, because I have not seen, outside of the oopsie poopsie I got a lucky Trish, I don't know that there's a lot of shard recruitment happening, even with all the step up shards that I got and many in the community got.
Well, I did also get Trish. In fact, for when we get to my polls video tonight, if I get Sami, I will have had a perfect month. Never before in my life in this game has this happened, but I am on track to get Brett. I got his gear off the prize wall, got Trish. I did not get Maurice's gear, but I think people will not care so much about that one. But I know, shame. However, so while we were doing that, I'm setting up his next build because that one was 34 million with all the whistles. 34 million is all that.
Okay.
Did. So that was not bad.
It's in the same vein, but here's what's crazy. It's in the same vein as Tech Cody, right? Who we were wanting Cody to be great until we found the Miz and our hearts affection shifted away to
somebody else.
Like we were like at the beginning of this month, we were okay with 35 million on a superstar at gold. At least it was permissible, right?
I was going to say 60 million was always the goal, but yeah.
Right. But we were willing to do it for the superstars that we loved and we thought were fun.
Yep.
But it feels like the meta is we're really starting to see the differential.
Yeah. Right. So House of McDuck, yes, Maurice does have gear. It was available week 1 of the MLC.
Boost the blue gems.
It doesn't do too awful much. So.
I think it gives her blue gem damage 50%, if I remember.
Yeah, I mean, it's helpful for sure. And we power rated her with it, but...
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the second move set. Michinoku Driver stays the same. The Springboard Tornado DDT gets moved in here. Deal damage, choose 4 gems to make it a 1-turn countdown gem that will deal damage and make 12 random gems red. So still with the red theme. And then the Koji Clutch submission, generate 40 random submission gems, dealing damage for 3 turns, and then everything turns into multiplies of strength 4. I would really like to see those be 6 or even 7, but it is what it is. And then you just
the moment we'll boost it. Maybe there's a Canadian moment in the work of putting that out there to the Canadian snow geese in the sky.
Come on. We're subbing out. Instead of Maurice, we're going to use Andre. Red moves start with 2 still, so that way you get loaded turn 1 and don't have to use Santa Hogan. And then multiply gems increase their strength by 1. I'm using Gunther, 60% more multiply gem damage. You could also use Rock. And then I'm going to go ahead and use... Zombie Priest for red gems do 30%. Again, you could use Memrock, you could use etc. So many others. The plate now, you're going to switch instead of the Miz's plate, it should be the Heart of Jade, right?
Target.
Or the
Heart of Jade for more red or Heart of Cargill for more. Yeah, no,
You can actually use both.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's not it. Maybe it's Baddest Jacket. It's one of the. Maybe it's Baddest. It's the one where you sub and you get.
No, it'd be Gremlin's Ears.
Gremlin's Ears. Thank you. Yeah. I was gonna look in. So sub, increase your red gem damage by 100%. Gremlin's Ears is a pretty common plate now, so I wouldn't say that would be too rare. And then, yeah, you could totally do the Ultimate Sheriff's Badge, or, since this is now in the wild a lot more, you could do the... No, we can't do the J plate. That increases your green gem damage. Ignore me. Leave the Sheriff's Badge on there.
Cargill. Right.
What's up, Sir Zorro? Good to see you.
Yes. In the words of Sir Zorro... Big damage. Let's get a big damage in the chat for Zorro.
Let's hope. Let's hope. Zorro can make this guy sing. But again, we're doing no 99 MP build. So in the post 99 MP era, you're going to need to hit this move. So I'll go ahead and hit it. It flawlessly recharges too. Ooh, Zorro sent you angry faces. I hope you guys are okay.
Is that? No, that's just... He's intense because he's into that anime in One Piece. I don't think that's angry.
Okay, well, just making sure. Then you lay down your countdown gems. They're one turn, so you lay the sub, which is going to eliminate his moves, plus it's going to then trigger when you go back to your turn. Everything's 5. We're going to see the board turn red, and then we're going to see the board turn yellow, and we're going to see 37 million is all that one did. So...
I thought you were going to clip 40 there. I mean, I thought that's your highest hit though, right?
That's my highest hit so far. Yeah, I've seen him hit 40 maybe once, but that's
with some Fury 2s and a little strong wind behind him maybe.
Well, he's got all the Fury 2s already on him, but yeah, and that was a really, I mean, Zombie Sami only eliminated 3 of our multiply gems, so that was really it. And spoilers, the triple black does not hit as hard, unfortunately. Yeah, Gumsy, it is not bad by any means. Don't get me wrong. It's just not... Acro,
I think we might have to factor in, like, this is an acro, right?
Yeah, but Muda hits for like 7 million or 700 million damage, so... I mean...
Well, there's that.
Yeah. I mean, but that's the only one.
Yeah. Yeah, you know? I was thinking, well, like Devon can do that kind of big damage against a showboat only, right? But he's great, right? But not against everybody.
Not against everybody.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna do one more hit with this, and then we're gonna get straight to the power rating sheet. I just want to see if we can duplicate it. I switched out, instead of Priest, I switched over to Bret Hart, which is giving us more multi-dam. Ooh, see, this one's going to hit a lot less hard because he eliminated a lot more of our gems. But we got Bret Hart on, so we'll see what happens. 32, 33.
Yeah, I don't think it's better than Zombie Priest. I mean, Zombie Gunther.
It's not. It is not. So let's go over to the power rating sheet here. Rusty, get some polls ready, and somebody do a actually I'll do my calculator app here. So nice. What is 37 million a percentage of 60 million? Because that would be, I mean, it's over 50%, so it's at least, I think it's 60%, right? Double check me on that, but I'm 90% sure
60%.
37 million, give or take. Just barely over 60%. Okay, so he's a 3. Nice. He's a 3 in power. Nice. Speed, here's where it gets tricky, because this is usually an objective category right there. Yep, power's 3. Speed is this. So he has low charge moves, and they're fast. That's acro, right? That's the way acros work. They're faster. They don't hit quite as hard. However, yes, and his moves recycle flawlessly. So at least 2 of the following are true. So I think that counts as a 5, but... when in feud in 45 seconds or less. That's going to be the rough one, because unless...
It's 2 turns at least. He's going to need 2 turns.
Even
against the showboat with the 25% class advantage, he's still going to need 2 turns.
Yeah, because they have so much health. So part of me wants to say 4. I mean, these are supposed to be objective, because he's not going to... He'll win in 60. I don't think he's going to win in 4 seconds. but it's at least 2 turns. However, it is 6 MP or equal to, and it recycles flawlessly. So I kind of need your. You're the original creator of this, alongside those who then came along.
So I'm tempted to say 3, and here's why. Because
you can't do a 3 on speed.
Well, you said 4, right?
I said 4 or 5. Yeah.
4. I would go 4, and here's why.
Okay.
Because of the 40% kick out bonus in feuds, I think that tilts away from him. And so potentially that could be a 3-turn match. We're saying 2 turns. I'm saying at least 2 turns because, that 40% kick out is can even go up higher, right? With other perks. So you could be looking at, 3 or 4 kickouts before you get that pin, which would be 2 or 3. I'm thinking 2 or 3 kickouts before you get that pin. If those kind of perks are really dialed in.
Yeah.
Bob says, I'm in agreement with 4. Speed is good for recycling purposes, low MP cost, but not winning on turn 1 issue. That's hard to overlook, tough to overlook.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's why that one mixes. So on Discord for power, the most people we've ever had chime in on this one chimed in, and 3 was the clear winner. McDuck, speed is about recycling and speed. So for a 4, it says at least 2 of the following are true. MP charges 7 or less, moves recycle flawlessly, and or animations are fairly quick. But then the caveat is resulting in a feud win in around 60 seconds. For a 5, it would be at least 2 of the following are true. MP charge is equal to or less than 6, so 6 versus 7. Recycles flawlessly. Animations are quick, resulting in 45 seconds win in feud. So I know, it's too small.
Speed covers a lot. Speed covers a lot of different things.
Yeah, and 4 was the clear winner on Discord too for speed, like far and away. You said typically.
Oh, I just was going to say, typically that's how we rate. Like when we get excited about superstars, it's typically because we can get through matches fast with them, right? Because they feel OP. Why?
Right.
Why? It's because, man, 3 swipes and I'm out, right? Click, boom. That's why we love Acroaria with the plus 99, because their matches took about 3 seconds, right? Or Hall of Fame DDP at gold. Yep. When we were looking at that plus 99, it was like, he's the best in the world, and so
he's still good. I just did a video on him today as to which should you take him 6-star gold.
So Zoro, I'm not asking for anything anymore. You've been asking for that for a long time.
We're done. All right. Well, Rusty, if you'll get the readiness poll ready, I'll read off the requirements. McDuck, you can hear me this way here. So for readiness, 5 points. The top marks is character needs 0 to 1 thing to be special, special thing, which we count as plates, gear, moment. Also rare trainers, like your double 4MP trainers would be super rare. Sherry we consider super rare still, etc. For a 4, character needs 2 special things, plate, gear, moment, rare trainer, etc. For a 3, character needs 3 special things, plate, gear, moment, rare trainer, etc. And Rusty's going to get the poll. Oh, the poll is going, actually, isn't it?
This is a power poll. I've got a 2-minute timer on this one because I don't want to. I wrote readiness, but I've got a 2-minute timer on it. And no, the power poll just means we're doing it quickly, right? We talked about having a 1-minute poll, like a lightning round. So the lightning poll may be coming next, but we wanted to prep you. You've got 2 minutes to vote. I don't see anyone voting yet. Can you see live votes?
I can't see live votes because I didn't create it, but I can check. But
I'm going to hit refresh just to make sure.
What I can say is over 12 people on Discord.
It's okay. People just aren't voting yet. There it is. I hit refresh. Okay. I can see the votes now.
Okay.
They're rolling in. We got 6 votes, 7 votes. So we got 73 live. If you're watching on your mobile device or if you're sitting in a computer, please get your vote in. Tap that screen, tap the chat. It's pinned to the top of the chat. Punch in your vote.
Well, on Discord, we've got 12 people who voted for a 3. So here's my arguments or thoughts. He still couldn't even hit super hard, and we had 2 rare plates on him, or 2 plates at least. He doesn't really need rare trainers per se, and there is no gear or moment just yet. But, I mean, we're talking, if you want to hit harder, you'd need 100% gem damage strap. You need Miz and Maurice if you're running the one build. Technically, you could probably use Sherry with the other build, but again, you wouldn't start loaded turn 1 unless you swap out for Santa Hogan. So I'm thinking, for my vote, I'm giving him a 3 in this category.
Well, the 3s have it, 68%, and the poll is closed. 13 votes here in Twitch for 3, 5 for 4, 1 for 1, nothing for the others. And let me just say a special shout out to Jacob Just Got It here in the YouTube live chat with me. What is up? He even said he's even posting in a chat with me, so I'm not alone on YouTube live anymore. I've got building a little friend base over there.
Nice. And we got to count YouTube. We got Discord, Twitch, and YouTube that we got to count points for now. So, well, let's move to versatility while Rusty's getting that ready. A 5 in versatility. Character is competitively usable. Notice the word competitively usable. Feud, boss, and showdown. Plus, character has special gem type that will help in extreme rules. For a 4, characters competitively usable in 2 of the 3, feud, boss, showdown, and does still have special gem type. For a 3, characters competitively usable in only 1 mode, feud, boss, or showdown, but maybe a sleeper for boss occasionally. And for a 2, characters not strong in any competitive format, but may be capable of winning tours and blitzes. So,
all right, 1 minute poll starts now, and if you're in the YouTube live chat with me, you can type your Robin Watson says, I would post and say hi, Rusty, but I was told not to talk to strangers. So,
wow.
They said it's me, Footers in Sydney. Ha ha ha. So you can type your vote in the YouTube live, and I'll transfer it over to our Twitch poll as well. So we don't want you to be left out. But look, hey, the 3s are rolling in, Lee. We are 64% for 3. This is interesting. 58%.
This one's interesting because this is the lowest vote on Discord. We have some that have 12s and 13s on Discord. When it comes to versatility on the Discords, we've got 4 wins, but by a very small amount, over 2. So 4 and 2 have the most points on Discord.
I like what Bob wrote. He's not great, not a feuder, maybe not a showdown guy, but he might be a sleeper boss guy. But even that seems like a stretch compared to the rest of the folks out there. Minus the snowfall. Yes. You would need a snowfall boss, right?
Right. And are they going to do that? That would be.
I got Baby Ice on YouTube with me now. We're basically having a private party on YouTube Live, Lee. I've got Baby Ice in here. I've got Footers in Sydney. This is like the VIP lounge. We got a velvet rope coming on YouTube Live. And I'm not allowed in.
That's why I'm not allowed in.
Well, the poll is closed, and 3s have it with over 58% of the votes in. It basically tripled all the other votes. 2 was the next highest, so oof.
Well, and 2 and 4 are pretty much even with a slight nod to 4 on Discord. So I would say that kind of averages out to a 3 all the way across the board. So we'll just put not likely good in feud or showdown, but maybe boss. This is not looking good, guys. This is not looking good.
House of McDuck says, I heard there was a VIP lounge in here on YouTube Live. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. It's so funny. So funny.
This is great. Well, somebody clip stuff for us if you can. We're supposed to be clipping things, but now I've got to pay attention to even more screens.
Bragging up the YouTube lounge is kind of that's clip worthy. If anybody you want to grab that, that's cracking me up.
I wrote Boos. Oh, I did. Look at that. Look at you with your great eyes there. Faction boosts.
Nice.
Well, we're Canadian, right? What's the faction boost, everybody?
What's our final? Is our final category entourage?
Entourage ability. Yeah. So this one is one that's kind of a tricky one. His entourage ability is normally one we put up for a poll. However, it's the exact same entourage ability that Karrion Kross had, and that DDP Hall of Fame had, and et cetera, et cetera. And so when we put it up to a poll and it was a different number, Bob pointed out, like, hey, why are you putting up a different number when it's the exact same entourage ability? And so that's a trick. C Hobbit says.
What can we vote and then you tell us what those other numbers were or not?
We can, yeah, but I mean, like, say to be consistent. Vote? Sure, do a 1 minute lightning.
We're gonna do it. Let's see if we can. I just want to know if we can be consistent. Tell us how entourage works, Lee.
All right, sounds good. Well, let me show you his entourage ability here real quick. Or
I did a 1 minute lightning poll. It's live.
Oh crap! We'll
okay.
Shoot. All right, hold on. Okay, I'll read it real quick. So, for a 5, essential trainer coaching ability adds something you don't want to go into battle without. For a 4, widely used trainer coaching ability helps the character it's being used to reach their full potential. For a 3, niche trainer coaching ability may not be used much but very valuable when needed. And his coaching ability is not going to load very fast, but its blue gems do 30% more damage. Blue moves do 30% more damage.
Oof, I love that. I know what I'm going to vote. Get your votes in quick.
Oh, wait. Yep, I was right. Blue gems, blue moves. Yep, so I got it up there quick enough. Whew.
I think I'm voting the same vote. So I'll be curious to see if I get it right. Because I really like that ability.
Votes gone.
All right. So
tie.
4 and 3 tied at 6 votes each. Let me check YouTube lobby. No. So no, there's no votes in the YouTube. Some people even said, "Hey, I don't want to vote twice. I've got both screens."
Right,
open.
and I don't have Twitch app. Said, "Hey, I was late. It was a 4." Beluski says I was late as a 4. So 4, and ThunderQ wants to change theirs to a 4.
I would say
4 clearly wins on whatchamacallit as well on Discord.
I think that ability is a 4, or maybe even a 5. Because I love that's a coach, right?
Oh, that's a coaching ability.
I love it. Yeah. Anybody that makes blue, I want that on them.
Well, here's the trouble with leaving that subjective before we go objective is then we need to go back and take a look at a couple other people, because Karrion Kross, the Final Testament, has the same ability. It's just red gems.
Red.
And we gave a 3. DDP Hall of Fame has the same ability. It's just green gems, and we gave it a 3. So if we do that, we need to make DDP a 23 out of 25 and Karrion Kross a 19 out of 25.
I think we got to just stick with 3, I don't know. I agree it should be consistent. I think even in those votes, I probably voted 4 because I'm such an entourage guy, and I love that ability. Somebody's going to go roll the tape. I've got receipts. You voted 3.
Right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't disagree. I think one area this is very different. MySpace poll says Sammy's a 20. Wow.
I love it. I love it.
So, this is different, but it's not. Is that blue gems are underrepresented in this game.
Sure are.
Like, think about how long it took to get the 12K blue gem trainer, and then it turned out to be Vader, who's super rare, right?
Right.
So, I don't have Twitch app says vote on this. So I think that's fair. If we bring this to a vote, I want you to recognize we're going to put 3 or 4, but what we're talking about is not just Sami. We're talking about Sami, we're talking about Karrion Kross, we're talking about DDP, and somebody else. So this would change the power rating for at least 3 characters if we do this. Yeah, House of McDuck says blue has Zombie Gunther, which is 30% plus 60%. So
I've got the poll ready. 1 minute or 2? 1 minute?
Yeah, let's do a lightning poll. So the numbers are clearly in the vote right now. The numbers have clearly been 4, but Keep in mind, you're not just changing the vote for this guy. You're also changing the vote for DDP and Karrion Kross because they're the same ability.
Let me read the poll before I launch it live. This is how you answer it.
Oh, wait. Baby Ice actually asked I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was say the 30% color move plus gem damage should be a blank. And then there's 2 votes. You can either vote for a 4 or a 3. So that's how the poll is going to be worded. I don't want anyone to be confused. So
I like that.
30% blue move plus 30% blue gem damage. Is that ability a 4, a steady 4, and we're changing others to a 4? Or is it only a 3 and we're keeping it same across the board?
It would also raise the power rating for Great Muda because Muda's yellow gems do 30% plus 30% move.
Then there it is. Conspiracy solved. All right. So
this
here we go. We're doing a
Baby
1
Ice
minute.
found a way to get us to raise
Muda's
score.
Goes live now. Start poll. Boom.
That's true. That was before 6-star gold. That is a great point, Big Fritz. That is a great point. I didn't even think about that.
Click vote if it doesn't automatically take your vote. You might have to click the bubble and then click vote.
Yeah.
All right. We've got 15 votes, 16 votes in already.
Wow.
4s are in the lead. I'm loving it. 71%. We're starting to see a clear winner with about 30 seconds left in the poll. Let's check the YouTube chat and see what the VIPs in the lounge are doing. Bob says if there's a lounge,
he's in it.
I've got a heart here that's blocking the text. I'm trying to see. Oh, there's no shot that the OG lounge owner can't be included. Heart.
Right.
Nice. So the YouTube chat has an emoji that actually blocks the last message on the line. So. Okay. The poll is set, Lee. 74% of the community say that ability is a 4.
Okay.
With over
and I
20
would tend
votes.
to agree. I didn't vote, but I would tend to agree. So I think that I know who thought 30% would be this important.
Because it's more than 18K or it's more than 12K for sure.
Oh, it's way more than 12K. And if it's their primary color, then it's almost 21, 22K. If it's their secondary color, it's greater than or equal to 18K. If it's their third color, then it's not as good. So, and solid. Sami is worse than Brett. So,
well, don't get ahead of us. Let's get the composite score here.
I did already.
I was about to say some of our really smart people have already figured it out.
Oh, I already put it up on screen.
17
out of 25.
For Sami Zayn, which further reiterates he is ripe for a Canadian moment. What if?
We can use this to argue.
What if in Toronto tomorrow night, Bret Hart, The Miz, and Maurice all show up, and the new moment is called Money in the Bank 2024? Could you imagine the kind of Nostradamus prediction that all this was?
Well, let me. I think that would be amazing. I think that would be
absolutely
wow. Let me just take a look real quick across this month. Right, we had 5 new characters. Let's just recap them quick, and then we'll end this video. Maurice was the absolute lowest with 14 out of 25. Sami Zayn was the second lowest with 17 out of 25. Bret Hart was a 19 out of 25. Trish Stratus was a 22 out of 25. And The Miz was a 22 out of 25. So, Miz and Trish clearly on a different level. Maurice will not be used beyond this MLC unless required. Bret, great coach. That's his gotcha. He's a great coach. Sami Zayn, he's ripe for a rework the first week he's live.
No, it could be a moment. It could be a plate. It could be gear. It could be any number of things, right?
Right. It could be. So that's it for this video. Twitch, stay live because we're about to do something else fun with you. But Rusty, why don't you take us out for this YouTube video?
I've had the most fun doing this power rating, maybe over any other power rating. And now that
Wow.
we've got multiple chats live, friends, join us on Twitch or YouTube Live on Friday nights so that you can be part of our next power rating. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Let's see, what are you saying? In character.